Rings, join us. Well, I guess yeah, wildfire situation going on. I guess no one predicted that one. Always something's happening. Always we feel like we have a pulse. So the same old thing happens over and over again. So yeah, obviously it's not that great being up by the Canadian area around where the wildfires are, especially New York, Washington. Washington D.C. can drown into the ocean. There's not much happening there. Purpose of Washington D.C. I don't think it really has much of a purpose. So yeah, that can go. New York has some life to it. Of course, they have the whole thing about. I guess they're trying to pass the thing with the state will pay you to take in immigrants. So, and we have the wildfires. It's like a nice dystopian reality we're living in. But the one thing about the fires was, at least the vibe I get from it, it could be aliens. Why not? It could be a laser. That could have been it. But also, it's like burning off the old energies, the old timelines. Before 2020 happened, we had an Amazon fire for a while in the Amazon River, Amazon forest, however you want to word it, jungle, whatever you want to call it. And I think Australia had wildfires during this. This is a big deal. So this is a big timeline shift, whatever it might be. Yeah, what's going to occur is unknown. So, yeah, this is a big deal. But as for where things are going to go, it's unclear. But it's like a purge. I remember, was it 2017 or 18 where the California fires are going? Holy shit. That was just, I think that was worse, but I could be wrong about that. So yeah, and New York is kind of like a dystopian reality too. So it has it's one of the major cities of the world. So it's kind of like it's running the planet, kind of. It has a major influence, let's put it that way. Of course, San Francisco does too, and that's turning into South America or South Africa, where you can live there and just be nice and dangerous. And of course, New York has that too. Seems like San Francisco just can become a dystopian reality, basically, which is just freaking crazy. So, yeah, just where things are heading is obviously unclear, but it feels like it's major events, but we, little by little, whatever it might be. I don't think it's going to be aliens, but so apparently it was a UFO body cam. Or after UFO, it came from the sky, and then they saw some kind of like an 8-foot creature and scared the hell out of people. And that happened in Los Angeles. I didn't realize it was Los Angeles. I didn't think much of it when I first saw it. Then I saw another video of it. It's the same video, but yeah, it was Los Angeles. It had a little bit more detail in it. It was, yeah, it's like, and I don't think those people are faking it either. No, far from it. No. I imagine there will be more people faking it in the future, but they're probably I don't know, whatever. But either way, this is real. That's good. So I have some 8-foot creature walking around. So, and it was on a cop's body cam. Not the creature. I don't think that was on there. If it was, I missed that. But you can see the fear in the people, though. So it was similar to what happened in Brazil, not exactly, and the one that happened in Russia too. Like a bunch of weird creatures show up. So this is good. It'll probably be forgotten over time, but that's. I don't know, this whole thing about pole shifts and all that, and that probably will never happen. But so many are pushing that energy; it's just crazy. Say pole shift, or how about just fire? No one's talking about that one. So But yeah, this whole body cam thing is freaking that's cool. So hopefully more of those occur, probably to a certain level. And also it's the Antarctica tribe, the Ono people. I'm not going to try and pronounce the other names. Like, anyway, they're connected to like the kind of like what horror movies are inspired by. Lovecraft and the Silent Hill. I don't know what Silent Hill was, but this is like more of the Argentina area. Also, I think it's I think there's also giants in those. But anyway, these feel like it's our Antarctica tribe. Yeah, it feels like they're like descendants of the Native Americans. The Native Americans came from these people, and it's these people are you can say they're under a trance, yeah, or dimensional trance. Yeah, probably scaring the hell out of people too, wearing all their bizarre costumes and everything. So yeah, it's just a lot of stuff. And the Smithsonian is covering a lot of things up, of course, and I'll tap into that ages. Um, yeah, like with the Giants, they're keeping all that hidden. Even these guys are probably don't know people. They're probably kind of downplaying a lot of that. But it feels like there's a lot of soul possession there. I mean, that was part of their ritual. So just to them, that was normal, and probably scared the hell out of other people. Actually, I completely understand why, but jeez, like open up the hell realms, you can say. So, yeah, just nobody knows about these guys really. So in the Argentina area, there's another area here. I'll show it in a second. But crazy times, huh? And this whole thing about pole shifts and all this just it's too bad. And many are so just religiously holding on to that mentality. It's like put your mind into a prison. Same thing with the secret space program stuff. Yeah, a lot of that stuff probably shouldn't ever be resurrected. You should just keep that forgotten. You don't need a lot of that stuff. But now people are writing books about it, becoming famous, and it's like some things are meant to be forgotten. And but whatever, it's up to the individual. You do have free will. It's not, yeah, it's like some things. I mean, it's just galactic lifetimes basically that you don't need to remember. You remember what you need to remember, but it's not meant. It's not really meant to be profited on. It's just there. It's part of your soul. You're who you are, and many are taken to a whole new level. Well, we're just seeing manipulation at a high level throughout the spiritual community. That's all. It's just been hijacked. That's all. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the smoke wherever you are. But this UFO body cam stuff it's rough, but it's a sign of something different. Anything different is good. Fire is different. Sucks living there. You can say that's part of like some kind of waking up, people to wake up to something. Maybe Washington will fall into the bottom of the ocean. I don't think we're that lucky, but it would be good. We don't really need that energy here, but anyway, yeah, lucky us, right? Lucky us. That's what happens when you don't evolve as a person and become a politician. As I'm talking economy of private sessions. The story here, the webinar, social network, behind the scenes, and the archive. Which I haven't added anything new there. Yeah, if you become a politician, it's like devolving as a person, but whatever. That's on you. Nice swimming pools and whatever it might be, but devolved as a human being. But you gotta do what you gotta do. We'll go up to here first. This is the I don't know if I have there. That's not the alien. Anyway, I think they didn't really. It's just the area where it happened and everything. I don't think but they're just sitting. The cop was there, and where is it? Yeah, something from the sky to a UFO call. So 8 foot being, it's a creature being. Uh, and it's still there. That's so fucking awesome. There's like an 8 foot person. It's like, wow, oh, what? And it's still there. That's creepy. Well, at least these guys are talking about it. That's good. Give them kudos for that. I don't think they're going to show. I mean, they might be showing the area where it was and everything. Anyways, as for the Ono people, we'll just call it that, indigenous people, Argentina and Chile area, and the Terra del Islands. I don't know how to pronounce that. I can't pronounce anything. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, makes sense. Remote. Huh. Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. When you have nobody messing with you, weirdness that can occur. I'll have to look more into that. Yeah, it's definitely descendants of the. I mean, these are the Native American tribes, basically. But they had these like crazy costumes. Yeah, almost demonic. Yeah, just messed up. So, and our horror movies are all connected to this stuff. And to them, it feels like it was normal. I mean, it might have done sacrifices here. I think there is something also here about there being. I don't know if it's going to show up here now. That they were also genocide. Yeah, there's definitely yeah for sure a cover up of all this stuff. At least at a certain level. Yeah, the Smithsonian was connected to the elite are definitely covering up a lot. Yeah, like with giants. I mean, I'm not too deep into all of that, but yeah, it's they can't cover up everything, obviously. So going to the wildfire energies. What needs? Yeah, it's like a purge. It's almost like it needs to rain, but it is a sign of things to come. As for what is unknown, it won't be anything anyone can come up with. I don't think it's always blocked. Everything's always blocked. The joys of our reality. So yeah. So okay, all right. Well, so we got there, and yeah, I want to go into more of South America tomorrow, probably if I can remember. So I go more into the giants in that area. So all right, blessings. Greeks, yeah, the consciousness of the Canadian wildfires. Obviously, there's different points of view of everything. It is the sign of things to come, change. It's basically, how it started. It's not going to reveal that. It's just basically, it's taking you on to your sole purpose. It's assisting you on your travels. Yeah, some might have trouble breathing, but hopefully their eyes can see more clearly. Well, at least their third eye. Of course, there's a lot of corruption on this world, and many are not quite paying too much attention to it. Or some are just living their corrupt life, and obviously they're not paying attention to it either. It's just basically the idea. why you came here is to open up your perception, your abilities. You don't mean you have to have all these powers, to fly and teleport, but at least your cognitive wisdom about the world around you. And many just close down, shut down. The mind just doesn't mean you have to know everything about the planet. It just be more aware of your environment, and many choose not to. So this is a wake up call. What's to come is unknown. It's yes, there are several versions of where this can go, but they're not going to tell you what that is. It's the world biting people in the ass. It's like a volcano eruption to a certain level. And some might say that's negative saying that, and some of them have not grown up. There's a lot of spiritual people here that are just still mature beings, and yes, they catch to the positive energies, and they need to wake up call themselves. Well, they're not always recognizing the darkness within themselves and finding some kind of balance. So yes, it is a wild ride. With like for some of you, you want to start seeing things more clearly, while others stay shut down. Now, some are meant to do that. They're just not here to be aware of their environment. It's just, and that's okay. They have their mission. They just do what you have to. But others have the ability to do more and do not explore their talents. And so the world goes there and nitpicks and get your attention. But you can, yes, many do force themselves to shut down. They wonder why things aren't going the way they wanted to. But, you've been given the chance to do something different. But realize that's a little bit cryptic. Not everyone's going to fully pick up on that. But overall, those of you that wish to awaken more will have finally some relief. You feel like you're finally going down a river that makes more sense. At least, you might not know everything, but just feel like you're clicking with the earth more than before. Some of you feel like you're fighting the earth. And the earth is fighting back. Like it's not letting you do what you want to do, and it's like an uphill battle. But you can say in these coming months, some of you will feel like you're finally on a river flow. Like I said, nothing's perfect, but feel like you're just clicking with the earth better than you have before, and just feel a little bit more inner peace. Because some of you don't feel inner peace; you feel a struggle. And that's a good thing. If you want to evolve. If you want to evolve and feel struggle, that's good. Others are not trying to evolve and just feel struggle. Well, that's a different situation there. Greetings. Well, basically, they're galactic consciousness of your Earth, the alien consciousness, the overall consciousness. So alien beings are coming to your Earth just to say hello. Yes, they sometimes don't know how they got here. So you can say more portals are opening up to a certain level. Of course, you can say if you have disclosure, it's most likely not going to go to any government or a news agency because obviously they're running by the same system. So it's reluctant to tell you anything, as you can see. But having these refugee alien beings showing up and they're scaring the hell out of everyone is a welcomed wake up call for some of you. Some of you just can't wait to have that happen. Yes, you want nice aliens. That might not always occur. The weird ones are most likely to show it. Usually. The nice ones might show up, but they might not have nice agendas. Just to let you know. Just because the creature being shows up doesn't mean like it's out to dominate your planet. Of course, those do exist, though. So it's basically the alien beings that showed up on that webcam or in that area are, yeah, they don't particularly enjoy this Earth's energy. But it's kind of like it's like appearing on a deserted island. Well, it's not deserted, but it's like, it's a tribe, you can say, that entered your Earth. So yes, as for when more will come is hard to say, but it's only so much of a wake up call people can handle. They're not going to be like ships disappearing all over the place and beings popping up, but it's going to happen from time to time. It just slowly just opening up your consciousness and just allowing the earth do its thing. Yes, once again, we will not expect any government. Those are going to governments and trying to do anything with it is probably just wasting their time. I mean, it's a nice effort. It feels like you're doing something, but they're not anyone's friend. It's like a bunch of insecure people that built walls around themselves and they call themselves a government. They might laugh off how insecure they are, but they're very insecure. So they're not here to help anyone, as you can see. There's many, you see that they've already given you examples, and that's just what little of you picked up on of corruption there. So yeah, yes, you can say these beings of the politicians have devolved. A lot of them are from Roman societies, wealthy societies in the Earth's past, and they're not about to give you anything that you want unless it serves them. If it serves them, you can have some aliens, but they have to have it first. It's like if you want, yeah, it's. We'll just leave it at that. It's pretty bad. It's the most selfish people on the planet, are usually government officials. Usually, lessons. Greens, the Ono people, our consciousness realizes Ono people, this is normal for them to get to the lower dimensions. It's like there are nice beings in the lower realms, so some can get vicious, especially when they don't get what they want. Does that remind you of anything? So this shows you that the world, it's like it's education for your world also, to know that the lower dimensions do exist and they do live within the people, as you can see. It just shows you like you're not alone in the universe. You have different kinds of people here. Some just they love the lower dimensional frequencies. It's just they can't seem to get enough of it. As you can see on their planet, on your world, doesn't mean that it completely runs your world. It just like it say it's making a point that they're here. So they're kind of influencing your planet. And of course, those of a higher frequency don't know what they're doing half the time, or some of them get easily corrupted. So there's different ways of looking at it. So, oh no, energies. I mean, some are hijacking their own frequencies and using it for what they do not want it to be. But overall, it just shows that the lower dimensions have a place. And these people are not harmful to anyone, really. It's just that's the lifestyle that they chose. So, but it's once again to let you know there's different realities here. And it's kept away by, yes, your government frequencies only because they have a mind control narrative for your society. But you, as a people, can slowly break free. And it's going to happen no matter what, meaning that humanity, you're going to get your truth if you like it or not. It's going to find its way, especially like with your aliens. Doesn't mean you're going to have giants walking around as of yet. That's a little bit much. It's kind of like the aliens. Aliens and giants are kind of the same thing. It's like it's a little bit much. Society is not. You have to come like to a culture of understanding. You have to understand anything. But right now, the Earth is mostly under a major mind control hypnosis. As you can see, some of you are breaking free. Others are quite fine the way things are. But basically, the cultures have to shift for more of the indigenous realities to start becoming more clear. So, most likely, this Earth, as it goes to a higher frequency, there'll be a higher positive realm, and there'll be a very darker realm also. And also, you have like the in between, the neutral realms. You're going to have everything as you do now. It's just all mixed up currently. Of course, it's up to some of you. Yeah, some just want the positive realms. They want nothing to do with the lower dimensions. And the lower dimensions want nothing to do with the positive people because they feel like they're all weak and they don't know anything. And so the idea is, yeah, see, that's why you're here to heal. And that's not easy. Well, come together. I mean, but for you on an individual level, don't be afraid, yes, to explore these different realms. Just, yes, protect yourself, but you must know what, yes, this is how you strengthen your soul by just not having fear. Blessings.